Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Gist with Julie. You know, there was a question that they asked about the best combo with Bimbo. This time around, they said tough one. The best Maurice Sam combo is Dash. So let's see Maurice Sam and Syria Martin 8%, Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche 58%, Maurice Sam and Perawat 6%, Maurice Sam and Uche Montana 28%. Wow, let's see. You know, the very last one of that question was asked by Nollywood Africa TV. That was what they where I got that of Bimbo Ademoye's combination with who is her best combination, and the highest score was Timini Ebusub that had like 56% as at the time I recorded that. So this time around they are asking about the best Maurice Sams combo, and they said Syria Martins, Perawat, Sonia Uche, and who else again? I've forgotten the name. But let's talk about it. Of course, who can beat Maurice Sam with Sonia Uche? I have not seen. Even if you like even if you like go and get every members of your family to vote and say it is not Sonia Uche, you will never get you will never get the answer right, because any movie they upload is a must sell out. So you see even the gap that this P1 gave, the gap was too much, 58%. Wow, 58% is a whole lot, like a whole lot of games, a whole lot of numbers. 58 is a whole lot. That of Timini and Bimbo Ademoye was 56%, but these people topped it like with 2% against them. Yes, because they are still like one of the best. They are not going anywhere. One thing I've noticed, or one thing I know about these two people, these two combination, is that they are not going anywhere. No matter what is being thrown at them, no matter what is being said against them, no matter what is being done against them, because there's a whole lot that is being done against them, either by individually or by being paid. There are people that are being paid to make sure that the craft of Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche is killed. For example, now there are people who don't want to hear about Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam in terms of movie chemistry. They will try as much as possible to see that you don't say anything or anything. But when you look at it critically, you will see that anything that actually breaks them together is movie, nothing else. It is only movie that bring these two together. So if you're saying you don't want to hear anything about Maurice and Sonia Uche, it means you don't want Sonia Uche to be acting with Maurice Sam, and that will not be nice for Sonia Uche career. You understand? So for many of people who are against her acting with Maurice Sam, you are really not doing her any best, because you find out that even those movies, when she uploads them, it gives her millions and millions of views. Look at the very last movie that both of them acted, Love on Stray Notes. It's 4 million plus, still counting, will soon be 5 million. And then you come out to say you don't like a movie of Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam. You're not helping your girl, especially when you're standing for her or you're supporting her. You find out that those movies that she acts with Maurice Sam sells more, and then it gives her more money, and then you're not happy about that. Is what we want to ask you, because I really don't understand if you want someone you love so much to progress or not to progress. You understand? But what I'll really condemn is what is actually bringing dragging to her name when it still has to do with Maurice Sam, because you still find out that once her name is being mentioned with Maurice Sam, so people start raising insults. It is those ones that will try as much as possible to avoid. But I still understand the angle where these people who oppose Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche is standing. If they are not opposing their movie, I find out that many of them are not opposing their movie because they understand also that this is their craft, that this is their talent, that this is what brings them together. What majority of them too is against, there are people who are against our there are categories of people that love Sonia. There are categories of them that say Sonia must not work with Maurice Sam simply because it drags her name. There are people who are not worried about her acting with Maurice Sam because they understand also that it is her craft and career. So they are not against him, but they are not loving him with Maurice Sam. These people are in the sense that it brings her name, they drag her name. There are people like that, and there are people who are totally I don't care what goes on between Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche. All I know is that they make me happy. That is all I want, whether in movies or outside movie. If they can even come together outside movie, that they will even love it. Apart from movie itself that brings them together. So there's a whole lot of people who love you because of a particular thing. But at the end of the day, what still matters is that whatever you do with this person sells. There's something I also want to point out to many people who oftentimes forget or maybe don't understand the craft of these people. If you check out Bimbo Ademoye and Timni Ebusom, it's purely movie that is keeping them. And why can't that exist for Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam? Why is it that the relationship between Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche has gone toxic? Online, as in it is toxic. Whenever you mention Sonia and Maurice, it is toxic. But that when you mention Timini Ebuson and Ademoye, Bimbo Ademoye, you see sanity in that relationship. You see sanity, you see peace, you see understanding. Whenever these both come together, Timini and Ademoye come together, people love them. Whether it is just movie or anything, you find out that there is no toxicity in that relationship or anything. And when they come together, they put up one or two things and they go their separate ways. But why is it that it is so difficult for Maurice and Sonia to come together to put up one or two things? Because they are scared of what people are going to say. They only want to be seen where they are acting, and apart from that, even coming together to advertise their movie, it becomes a problem to them because people will change the narrative. People will start saying different things that are not true about that BTS. So it becomes toxic, making these people to feel very uncomfortable with each other working, because many of them, both of them are really scared of what people are going to say. Both of them are like, people will start changing. They are coming together to put up adverts. They will say, okay, now you see that they've come together, as you can see. But these people do it with other actors and nobody is saying anything different. But whenever they come together to do adverts for their movie, we'll change the narrative and give it another meaning entirely. It's not supposed to be so, because we are killing the talents of these people. When you say things like that, it actually means that you don't want them to come together to sell their movies. So allow them to be free with each other, even though whether anything is going on or not. We are not interested about that. But whenever that makes them come together to put up their movies to sell, we should allow them. We should give them that freedom. They are not even free within themselves because they are very careful of what people will say about them. So it's not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to be toxic. People, colleagues working together, trying to achieve a aim, trying to make their money, you're making their life seem so miserable. It's very bad, honestly speaking. So allow them. Each time you see them come together to put up something, just enjoy that very moment till they come a next time again. So that is how this whole thing should be. That is how the support's supposed to be. But rather, we are not turning it into something else. And it is not good for their life. It's not good for their relationship outside movie. It is not. It is not, honestly. Let us honestly support these people in the right way. But believe me honestly, Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam are the Nollywood best combination you can ever think of if you come in this very angle. Nobody can beat them. Take it or leave it. Till I come again, I'm just Julie.